do 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 do. Do
Do do do do do do do do do do do do do do do do do do do.
Welcome back, once again, to another episode of Marvel Month, here at It Was a Thing on TV. I am the protector of the deep. Dish. I am Johnny C. Today, we head back to the fall of 2001. Yikes. And look at a very little known family situation comedy on the WB. It's the WB, starring America's favorite sitcom dad, the late, absolutely great Bob Saget, once again playing a widowed father, trying to raise two young daughters. The oldest daughter would go on to work for an astrophysicist who was also the queen of Naboo. Did she hate sand as well? Was it rough, coarse, irritating, everywhere? And she also found a job working as a waitress on some other sitcom. The youngest would go on to be a powerful Kree superhero while having a sweet cat by the name of Goose. Oh, don't forget, she was also in 21 Jump Street. I love that movie. All that being said, let's go to Mike, Chico, and Greg as they look at Raising Dad.
Episode 263, submission number 471, Raising Dad. Raising Dad aired on the WB from October 5th, 2001 to May 10th, 2002 for 22 episodes.
We find days we surrender to. Raising Dad, is this so bad? Given the choice, we'll keep what we have. We'll give our best and let time do the rest.
Bob Saget. We've said it before and we'll say it again. For generations of kids growing up in the 80s and 90s, ourselves included, he was America's dad.
Yeah. We said everything we've said about Bob in the How I Met Your Mother Super Bowl episode. We don't want to repeat it here. But, yeah. For people of our age, he was a very important figure in our lives.
He was. So when Full House ended, he kind of sort of got pigeonholed into that fatherly role. And the WB, I guess, decided to play it up a bit.
Now, hold on, Chico.
Really?
You forget he directed the Norm Macdonald classic, Dirty Work.
Oh, yes. Oh, wait, I forgot something else.
Oh, yes. His cameo, the greatest cameo of all time in Half-Baked.
Play the clip.
Man, this is some bull. Marijuana is not a drug. I used to suck for coke. I seen them. Now that's an addiction, man. You ever suck some for marijuana? Huh? No, I can't say I have. I didn't think so. Boo this man!
We should add the Boo This Man to the soundboard whenever one of us screws up.
It's going to be done probably after I edit that clip with, I think, 3 censors, 3 bleeps.
Oh, yes. But that is a great scene in Half-Baked.
Okay.
Not as good as the scene where Harlan Williams kills the diabetic horse by giving it chips and candy, but still great. Chico shaking his head like, why'd you have to mention Harlan Williams killing the diabetic horse? I had to bring it up.
Really? Really? So, after all of that, the WB was looking to expand its family offerings. So, they commissioned Albion Productions and Paramount Televisions and Dr. Katz himself, Jonathan Katz, to produce a series where we have a widower raising his two daughters, and those two daughters were actually trying to raise him with his live-in father, Sam, a former baseball player for the Boston Red Sox.
Wait, Sam Malone is Bob Saget's dad on this show?
No.
You said a baseball player named Sam who played for the Red Sox.
Yeah,
Don't tell
but
me
it's
I'm
not
wrong.
that.
Don't tell me I'm wrong.
But they never mentioned what position this Sam was.
Yeah, so we don't know.
But it's probably not a pitcher. It's probably not the same guy.
Yeah, it definitely is not the same guy.
Sorry.
Thanks for playing, though.
You know what? That's fine. Okay, so who do we have raising dad here? Well, we talked about Bob Saget, obviously. He is a widower, trying to raise his daughters. And if you've seen the pilot, you can tell he's a bit on the overbearing side.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he also doesn't know how to drive.
What?
Yeah, he crashes a car, and one of the daughters, the 15-year-old, has to run off.
Like, I'm embarrassed by this.
Yeah.
Can we mention who plays the daughters?
Yes, we can, because that's kind of important.
It's important to this month. That's why we're covering it.
Yes. Playing the role of Sarah Stewart, the elder daughter, the high schooler, is Kat Dennings in one of her earlier roles. And of course, Kat Dennings, WandaVision, Two Broke Girls.
Doris, she was in first two Thor movies.
Darcy Lewis.
Yeah.
She is a known commodity in the universe.
Yeah.
But not as known as the younger daughter, Emily Stewart, who is played by, you know what? I think I'll let Yaya take this one.
Her name Barry Lonson.
No, her name is Brie Larson. And this was one of her earlier roles, if not her earliest role.
Oh, yes. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think Brie Larson was on a Young People's Week of Hollywood Squares promoting this show.
I believe so.
Because she posted the image of her on Hollywood Squares on her Twitter account, I remember.
So, yeah. Yep. She was. Hollywood Squares in the 2001 Young People's episodes. Around Christmas week, if I'm not mistaken. She was also a judge on Pet Star.
What is Pet? I don't even know what Pet Star was.
It was American Idol for dogs.
Oh, okay.
It was America's Got Talent for dogs.
America's Got Talent for dogs. And Brie Larson was a judge on America's Got Talent for dogs. That's sweet.
Yep, and all of this, she was, I want to say 2001. She was born in 89. So she was 12.
She was 12.
When she did this.
She was, yeah, and Kat Dennings was 15.
Yeah. So, nowadays, if you don't know who Brie Larson is, I cannot help you.
No, we can't. We can't.
Help you.
No.
She's Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel herself.
That's right. She had to leave Shang-Chi and Bruce Banner because she had something important, and she didn't give Bruce her number. Why did you not leave Bruce your number, Carol? Why? I'm still angry about that in Shang-Chi in the mid-credit scene.
That just doesn't make any sense. But then again, several things just don't make sense. At least in Shang-Chi. But yeah, she, aside from that, she was also in 36 episodes of United States of Terra. So
On Showtime.
Yeah. So we have Brie Larson and we have Kat Dennings. They're sisters together raising dad with the help of another dad. See, it was Sam Stewart. It was Sam Stewart, so it wouldn't have been Sam Malone.
Yeah, silly.
By the way, that's the guy from the Red Sox, and he's played by Jerry Adler, who is just a legend in behind the scenes work on daytime television. He was stage manager for Search of Tomorrow, Facts of Life,
Oh.
Santa Barbara, and the NBC 60th anniversary celebration.
Oh, we're going to cover that one day, the NBC 60th anniversary celebration, where they unveiled the modernization of the peacock, the six-feathered peacock. That's made its debut on that special.
But in front of the camera, you would probably know him as Hesh Rapkin on The Sopranos. Or Al Lerner in Future Entry, All Right Already.
What the hell is all right already?
An optometrist must deal with embarrassing situations, insipid dating prospects, and bizarre family relationships. It stars Carol Leifer, Amy Yasbeck, Stacey Galena, Mitzi McCall!
Mitzi McCall? Hold on a second. Wait, what was one of the actors you said it was on this show?
Carol Leifer, Amy Yasbeck.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. You know Amy Yasbeck was on Wings? I'm just going to say I love Wings.
You love Wings. You love Wings. You love Tony Shalhoub. Tony Shalhoub made Wings' career. Wings made Tony Shalhoub's career.
Yes.
And also Crystal Bernard. But anyway.
Now you see where I thought Greg was going when he mentioned Mitzi McCall.
What about Mitzi McCall?
Well, Mitzi McCall is married to Charlie Brill, and the two of them made frequent appearances on Silk Stockings.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Time out. Boing.
Little something for you after wrestling on Monday nights.
After Monday Night Raw. That opening.
After Monday Night Raw, you really get Monday Night Raw.
For Monday Night Raw, it's a Monday Night Raw dog. Am I right?
That's eugenics.
Okay, so aside from them, we have our recurring characters. Josh, played by Ben Indra, who is known for Love Incorporated, whatever the hell that is, and season 4 of Undressed. Has not done much since. And another recurring character, Evan, is played by Bo Wyrick, who has kept himself rather busy. He's been in 61 episodes of The Middle and 1 episode of Drake and Josh. And then playing in 16 episodes as Mr. Travers, we have one of our favorites, Andy Kindler.
Oh, he's great.
He is incredible.
Oh, he is awesome.
And if you don't know who he is, he voices Mort on Bob's Burgers.
Weekend at Mort's. We're gonna have a weekend at Mort's. Weekend at Mort's. We're gonna have a weekend at Mort's.
Oh, that's great.
And then you have the rest of the class played by Camille Guati as Olivia, Riley Smith as Jared Ashby. I'm guessing because he's referred to by his full name, he's probably the resident hottie. Megan Good as Katie. Megan Good, I think she's still in. She's in Shazam: Fury of the Gods, which is coming out soon.
Yeah, in November, I believe.
She's also in Future Entry: Minority Report.
The TV series Minority Report.
Yeah. And rounding out the cast of recurring players is Tembi Locke, who plays Vice Principal Liz Taylor. And if I'm not mistaken, Tembi Locke was in Dumb and Dumber 2. T.O.
The Dumb and Dumber 2, not the prequel, the sequel.
Yeah.
Good.
And she's also played Elise Torres in Never Have I Ever, which is currently streaming on Netflix.
Guys, look at my background now.
I'm looking at your background now. Why did you make me look at your background now?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. We make one
That is
mention about
brilliant!
we make one mention about Mitzi McCall, and you pull that up. Oh my
I
god!
should probably mention this. We do this on Zoom, and Greg has found a capture where a band is it's on WWE Raw. Well, it would have been WWF Raw. At the
Well, no,
time.
this was from the Raw 25th anniversary special in 2018 at the Manhattan
Okay.
Center.
Okay. So, so this would have been from 2018. We have a guy in the audience with a play card saying "Silk Stockings" up next on USA Network. It has the old Futura Bold logo on it.
Somebody
It is
did their
just
homework.
Brilliant.
Somebody really did their homework there.
Bravo! Good job. My hat is off to you, sir. So we have a familial and familiar role for Bob Saget, and one less kid to worry about. Probably for the best.
Probably for the best.
But this was no Full House. And these were not DJ and Stephanie.
No.
And he was not Danny Tanner in this show. In fact, I've got a line here from an article that he did for Deseret News. He says, and now I'm quoting, "I went, oh man, I don't know. Then I read it and I really liked it a lot. And even though it was stuff I invested in before, I wanted to do it. I'm not going to be doing Danny Tanner. He's not needy. He doesn't hug people a lot. He listens to brand new music. He's edgy."
Well, it was the early 2000s.
Yep. Instead of his brother-in-law and his best friend, he has his dad.
His own dad.
So imagine, if you will, Full House, stop being polite and starting getting real. That's basically raising dad. Well, let's see if they ever do get around to raising dad here.
Let's see.
Unfortunately, IMDb does not have the episode guide, so I have to look for it.
You can go to Wikipedia. Did you check Wiki?
I checked Wiki. It's not there.
Oh, damn it.
But Google to the rescue, y'all.
Oh, good.
Episode 1 is, of course, the pilot. An English teacher and widower raises 2 daughters with little help from his live-in father. Of course, shenanigans ensue. Hilarity ensues.
Yeah. Hilarity ensues.
Yep. We take this moment to meet everyone. Episode 2. Sex Ed. Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my.
While filling in as a teacher for Sarah's sex education class, Matt begins to believe his daughter may not be a virgin.
What?
No. Okay, and playing the role of Gracie, we do have a name in this episode, playing the role of Gracie, Paget Brewster, who is one of our favorites.
Oh, yes. And Paget Brewster's episode of Drunk History is one of my favorites. It's the one about the Soviet sniper from World War II with Busy Phillips and Mae Whitman. I love that episode. I love that scene.
Yep.
Hold on. Let me.
You know who else was in that episode?
Who?
Tiffany Haddish and Evan Rachel Wood.
Oh, Evan Rachel Wood and Tiffany Haddish, who was stripper number 30 on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia in the episode Charlie Gets Crippled. She's come a long way from being stripper number 3.
Yep. Paget Brewster, still busy. She was on an episode of How I Met Your Father, and she was...
Yeah, oh wait, hold on. Yeah, to tie it back in with the How I Met Your Mother connection. She's Sophie's mother on How I Met Your Father, and we talked about this. We talked about the tragic situation with Sid and his hamster, because as we all remember, Sid lost his masturbation virginity to Sophie's mother. And in the ensuing chaos, and not letting his mom see what was going on, he accidentally killed his hamster because his lava lamp broke and burned the hamster.
Oops.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. And of course, she plays Paige Sinclair on BoJack Horseman, Della Duck on the DuckTales reboot, Bird Girl on Bird Girl, Chris's wife on Dan Versus, Frankie Dart on Community, and she also plays Emily Prentice on The Criminal Minds. Which is a favorite of mine, despite Thomas Gibson.
Yeah.
We don't talk about Thomas Gibson.
Oh.
No.
Oh, I got it queued up. The scene from Drunk History from Paget Brewster's episode queued up.
Okay,
Here we go.
all right, here we go.
And Eleanor, she's backstage like, yeah, I love Mila. I love it. Go, girl.
That's exactly how Eleanor Roosevelt said it. Go, girl!
I remember that. Episode 3. Baby, you can't drive my car. When Matt balks at teaching his 15-year-old daughter Sarah how to drive, she turns to her grandfather for secret lessons. Which one does in that particular instance, when you have both your father and your grandfather living with you. Playing the role of Mrs. Paltus in this episode, an actor who is no longer with us, Catherine Houston. She's best remembered as Karen McCluskey on 87 episodes of Desperate Housewives. And she was also Old Lady God on 8 episodes of Joan of Arcadia. Episode 4, for mature audiences only. Sarah sneaks her 10-year-old sister Emily into an R-rated movie. Uh-oh. And her secret seems to be safe until Emily begins reenacting scenes from the movie.
Don't do that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no!
Oh, my.
Oh, my.
We may have a name in this episode. Kendall Schmidt is in this episode. He, of course, plays a fictionalized version of himself on Big Time Rush. He plays the role of Noah.
Oh.
Episode 5, Fight for Your Right to Party. Matt forbids Sarah to go to the year's biggest party with her new beau, the most popular guy in school. Uh-oh.
Oh, one thing I want to note. Do you know who wrote this episode, guys?
I know who co-wrote it.
Who co-wrote it, Chico?
B.J. Novak.
That's right. Who you'd best know as Ryan Howard from The Office.
Yep.
And really, do we really need to go over B.J. Novak? No.
No, we don't.
No, you shouldn't have to.
I have to wonder if the other writer of this episode, Chuck Sklar, is related to the Sklar brothers.
I already researched it. The answer is no.
Okay.
Okay.
Moving on.
Episode 6. We'll always have Scrabble. Matt is hurt when Sarah lies to avoid going to a Limp Bizkit concert with him for fear of being seen with her father. Because this would be a thing in 2001.
Yeah, because Limp Bizkit was the big thing in 2001.
Uh-huh. Do Limp Bizkit appear in this episode? Sadly, no.
Oh, I wanted to see Fred Durst on this episode.
I also wanted to see Fred Durst on this episode.
Oh, well.
I guess we'll always have Scrabble. Episode 7, The Drama Club. While casting the school play, Sarah unwillingly gives the lead to both her friend Josh and a cute quarterback. Her friend Josh, of course, is Ben Indra. The cute quarterback, Eric Von Denton?
That's right. You'd remember he was on future entry Dinotopia, but he was also on this one season of Celebrity Mole, I remember, right?
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. I was just going to say that.
And he was the voice of Sid in Toy Story 1.
Yep. So suffice it to say, he been busy. He a busy boy.
Yes.
He's also in future entry Complete Savages.
The hell is Complete Savages?
It's another one of the family sitcom in the spirit of the TGIF lineup. Keith Carradine plays the dad.
Okay, what's the show you said again?
Complete Savages.
It's not on the list, so.
Okay, and oh god. Let's just say, when and if we talk about it, we cannot talk about who played Officer Cox in 3 episodes. But we can talk about who played Mrs. Riley, Betty White, and who played Grammy Nana, June Lockhart, and who played Judy, Shelley Long. And who created the thing, Mike Scully. But we do not talk about who played Officer Cox.
Hold on, I'm looking it up. Give me a second. Oh, yeah, we won't talk about him. Because...
Duh.
Because...
Duh.
We do have one other person that we've actually mentioned a couple of times on this podcast.
All right.
Playing Mrs. Dougherty. She's been in a number of shows, but I really take her back to Married with Children. She was like Al Bundy's least favorite customer ever, Mary Pat Green.
I remember her.
We've talked about her at least 2 or 3 times in the past.
Yeah, but I remember her specifically from Married with Children.
Yeah, she was very prominent in like the last 2 or 3 seasons.
Episode 8, The New Room. When Sarah catches Emily reading her diary, comedy trope, she threatens to move out if she doesn't get her own room. Because nothing says sitcom like, I want my own room. Jeremy Sumpter is in this episode, and he plays Henry. Jeremy Sumpter.
Yeah, he was in that one Peter Pan movie from like a couple years ago, but he was also J.D. McCoy in seasons 3 and 4 of Friday Night Lights. And do you know how much I love Friday Night Lights? Oh, hold up. I don't know if this is a future entry, but he was in that terrible Lifetime TV movie from the mid-2000s about a kid who's addicted to porn on the internet. What the hell was that called? I think this is a real movie,
Just
folks.
a Dream, Local Boys. Well, anyway.
This is like 2000. Oh, Cyber Seduction, His Secret Life.
Oh my god. And he was in Clubhouse on CBS around that same time.
Oh,
and all I can say, I'll just want to say 13 Week Theater does a really good episode on this.
Hold on, time out. Do you know who played Jeremy Sumpter's girlfriend in that TV movie from Lifetime?
No.
Lindsay Fonseca.
Penny Mosby?
Yes!
The grown daughter of Tom Hanks on Turner and Hooch?
Yes.
Which, if we don't get another season of, we're going to have to cover on this podcast?
Well, I think it's already been canceled, so we have to probably cover that.
Put it on the list!
But hold on a second. So, So Jeremy Sumpter was in a show with Bob Saget, and Jeremy Sumpter was in a TV movie with his future sitcom daughter.
Yeah. And Turner and Hooch has been, at least according to trendingnewsbuzz.com, canceled back in March.
Okay.
So, guess what's going on the list now? Cyber Seduction is Secret.
It's terrible. I've watched it. It's no Psycho Wedding Crasher, I'll tell you that much.
That movie alone is populating this list as we do this show right now. It's like Clubhouse, Turner and Hooch, Cyber Seduction, His Secret Life. It's so terrible.
You damn right I'm terrible.
I was talking about the movie. Episode 9, Teacher Evaluations. Embarrassed by his campaign methods, Sarah convinces students to give Matt poor marks during an evaluation. Because if you are Kat Dennings, you do that to your father. Not much is known about this episode, except that Ron Lynch is actually a frequent base on this show, and is actually a frequent base on another sort of offshoot of Dr. Katz, Professional Therapist, home movies, where he played Ronald Lynch. And he's also in Bob's Burgers as Ron.
Ron.
Yeah, you know, Hugo's assistant, I believe.
Well, at least he wasn't involved in a certain place in Washington in January of 2021, unlike Jimmy Pesto.
Episode 10, Matt and Sarah at gossip.com.
Mike was dead when I said that joke.
Oh, we're about to dig him back up and kill him again. Matt and Sarah at gossip.com. After Sarah is entrusted with confidential information about a cute new student, she betrays the secret and gossip spins out of control. The director of this episode, Will Schreider.
Hey, we talked about him in the past.
All the way back in episode 5.
That's my dog.
That's my dog. And the crappy ass Sega CD-ish intro to the show.
Don't blame them. It was the 90s. Everyone had to have an animated intro that was just one step up from the Whammies from 1986.
Yeah, but at least Savage Steve Holland did the animations, and those were awesome.
They were awesome.
Did somebody call my name?
Oh, Whammy,
Oh,
it's been
Whammy,
a long time
what's up,
since
dog?
we've seen you. Whammy, how you doing?
Getting ready for season 4, you know.
Oh, you've been hanging out. You've been getting in shape for season 4.
Oh, yeah, look at these muscles.
Doing your lats, bro?
Oh, yeah. I do
Doing
plenty
them
of reps
squats,
every
man?
day.
Doing them, getting them squats in, getting that work in.
Oh, yeah. I gotta get these muscles ready, this body ready to carry out all the money.
All the money you're going to steal from those contestants. Well, I can't wait, Whammy. We're all looking forward to season 4.
Can't wait.
Exactly.
Can't wait.
I can't wait either. Thanks for your patronage, guys.
Thank you, Whammy.
Say hi to Mike for me.
Okay.
All right.
Mike, you're not going to believe this. The Whammy was just here.
You missed
What?
them. You missed
What?
the whammy.
I missed the whammy.
You missed the whammy.
Oh,
Episode 11, First Date.
that was the stupidest segment we've ever done. Okay, continue.
But it was pro. Yes.
He was
but
lifting
it was
weights.
But yes, that was so. Yes, it was the stupidest segment we ever done, but it was so brilliant. Woo!
The Whammy goes to Planet Fitness and gets in shit.
Not a sponsorship, and no, we don't like Planet Fit. Well, actually, we've never even been on a Planet Fitness, but it's still not a sponsorship. Episode 11.
I don't even know how to spell Planet Fitness.
Oh boy. Episode 11, First Date. Sarah and Emily have a hard time accepting that their dad is going on his first date since their mother's death. And apparently his first date is with Nina Shaw, who is played by Lisa Lucero, who, by the way, is a very lovely woman.
Oh.
Yeah, she was the receptionist in Rush Hour 2 and played Olivia Quartermain in 882 episodes of General Hospital.
Ooh. 882 episodes of General Hospital.
Yes, and she played 2 executives in 2005 and 2008 episodes of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, that's great.
first one was in 2005, Charlie Has Cancer. And in 2008, she played the Philadelphia Soul executive in Dennis Reynolds and Erotica. Oh my God.
Oh no, not that episode. No.
So she was an executive for the an executive of the arena football team at the Philadelphia Soul in that episode. Yeah, I wonder why the Arena Football League went bankrupt.
And she played Ensign Muriel Paris in Star Trek Voyager.
Okay.
I just don't think we mentioned Star Trek Voyager as much as we should.
Well, we mentioned Deep Space Nine a lot.
True. Episode 12, Sam's Enchanted Evening.
Woo!
Matt's father sets a bad example for the girls by staying out the whole night on a date. Gee, I wonder who the lucky lady is. It does not say. Boo.
Oh.
John Weitzel, you wrote a check that this show did not cash. But the Armogana brothers, Steve and Jim, they wrote this episode. They would later develop future entry, the Punky Brewster reboot.
Okay.
So, there's something. Episode 13, Mentor Matt. Sarah believes one of Matt's former students, a successful novelist, plagiarized her father.
Uh-oh.
And one of her former students, Allison, played by Courtney Peldon, who, if I'm not mistaken, was additional voices in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh. What a way to tie that back in.
Yep. But you probably remember her face as Becky Emerson in 14 episodes of Boston Public. And also 7 episodes of Home Improvement. So maybe she wasn't the student who plagiarized Matt. No idea. But hold the phone. Who is this guy? Rich Cronin playing the role of Dash Robinson.
Dash Robinson.
Not that Rich Cronin.
It's another Rich Cronin.
The lead singer of LFM.
Oh, yeah, they were something at the time.
They were something at the time.
They sang that Abercrombie and Fitch song.
New kids on the block
Had a lot of fish. Chinese
food makes me sick.
That's the only thing I remember about that song, and I love girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch. That's it.
I'd take them if I had one wish. Episode 15, The Math Problem. Matt hires a tutor for Sarah when her despair at having no date for a dance causes her grades to slip.
We got a guest star in this episode.
Do tell.
Sam Levine is in this episode.
Yep, he's the tutor, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't he have nunchucks on an episode of How I Met Your Mother?
He was in that club episode of How I Met Your Mother, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was
Okay,
one of the guys waiting outside.
Okay, yeah, I remember that episode.
But yeah, he was in Not Another Teen Movie. And you know who was in Not Another Teen Movie, guys?
Kyler Lee and Chris Evans.
Yes. So you know what that means.
Are we gonna see America's ass again?
No, I wanted to say Captain America, Supergirl's sister.
By the way, Sam Levine, we talked about him last week on Selfie.
That's right. So 2 straight weeks with a Sam Levine mentioned.
Yep. Episode 15. Attending a family dysfunction. Sarah arranges a birthday reunion between Grandpa and his estranged daughter. Playing said estranged daughter, Debbie, Dina Carter. Yes, that Dina Carter.
From what?
She's the singer.
Oh,
singer.
okay.
She say I believe she sang Once Upon a December
Okay. I wouldn't
for
know.
Anastasia. She sang Once Upon a December
in the
for
movie Anastasia.
Yes.
Not as good as Journey to the Past.
We miss you, Aaliyah.
Yes, we do.
And also sang the Tom Petty cover of Free Falling on the As Old as the Hills episode of King of the Hill, where Peggy fell out of a plane and her parachute malfunctioned.
Uh-oh.
But that's another episode. Or maybe not. Probably not. Episode 16. Miscommunication. Forced to take a job in the school attendance office, Sarah gets fired for helping her friends cover up an absence. Sarah's always getting in trouble. This is what 15-year-olds like to get in trouble. And they think they'll get away with it until they remember, oh wait, my dad works here. Episode 17. A kiss is still a kiss. Sarah freaks out after catching her dad kissing the vice principal. Oh.
In 2022, that would be a lawsuit.
Yeah. But I've seen the vice principal. Tempe Locke is a very attractive woman. Just saying. Episode 18. Home plates.
Oh. Home plates.
Matt takes his father to Fenway Park to relive one of his happiest memories, while Sarah is without a date at her own couple's party.
I guarantee you that happiest memory is not going to be very happy.
It's the Red Sox. How many happy memories can he have?
Well, it's 2002. This is like before Aaron Boone, but before, they win the World Series in 2004. So,
yeah. Anyway, we have that guy from That Thing in this episode playing one of the guards at Fenway is Vic Palitzos, who was that guy from That Thing. In fact, one of his longest sort of stretches as a single character was Joe Thomopoulos on 5 episodes of Who's the Boss in the final season.
Oh.
But just so I can say I mentioned it on this show, he was also in Stir Crazy.
The TV show Stir Crazy.
Yep.
The crappy one, not the good movie.
The crappy one with the banger theme song.
That had the cover of Stir It Up.
He was also one of the construction workers, the cat collar one, in The Muppets Take Manhattan.
Oh.
The one he says, hello? I said, hello?
It's not as great as the scene where Gregory Hines just randomly comes in from the background to give the shoes to Kermit and Miss Piggy, and he overhears, the Huggies! You gave Jenny the Huggies!
You gave Jenny the Huggies?
That's the best cameo in any Muppets movie, Gregory Hines in The Muppets Take Manhattan.
That made his role. I mean, that made his career. And another person in this episode is playing Erin is Jennifer Tisdale, who is, I want to say, known less for being that girl from That Thing and more for being Ashley Tisdale's sister.
Oh, okay. Ashley Tisdale's sister.
Yeah, she says, my sister has the spotlight. She is the star of the family. By the way, star of the family is also on the list.
But just remember, whenever you see The Sweet Life of Jack and Cody, and you see London from The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, just remember, Macaulay Culkin produced a child with that. It's true, though!
I didn't say it wasn't.
And God bless Macaulay Culkin!
I wasn't arguing for or against any point.
Then I didn't say a word.
Good!
All right. Now that that's out of the way, episode 19, The House of Stewart. Matt tries to keep a handsome boy, Bradley Smith, away from Sarah, but his efforts may be sending mixed signals.
Okay, we have an uncredited cameo in this episode.
Yes, we do.
Playing a mystery caller this episode. Brandy.
Yes, that Brandy.
Moesha. Do we need to say anything else?
Yes, Moesha.
Moesha. Sitting up in my room. I want to be down. Baby. Ray J's sister. Season 1 of America's Got Talent. Need we go further? Episode 20. Bully. 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 Sarah decides to stand up for herself against the class bully, while Emily learns some magic tricks from Marvin.
Okay, but playing the character of Edie in this episode, she was a big pop star at the time, Willa Ford. And do you know who Willa Ford married?
Who did Willa Ford marry?
Mike Madonna.
Oh,
Willa
jeez.
Ford married Mike Madonna.
Yes. So you know what that means. She married somebody who made a cameo in the Mighty Ducks. It's true. Mike Madonna has a cameo in the Mighty Ducks.
Unfortunately, she does not. Womp womp. Oh, do you know who else is in this episode? Playing the
I
role
know.
of Marvin. Speaking of early 2000s pop royalty, Romeo,
Romeo.
as in Lil Romeo.
Little Romeo.
Romeo Miller.
Yeah, as in Master P's kid.
Remember when, hey Chico, remember when Master P wrestled in WCW?
I was today years old when I heard that.
You did not know this?
I did not know this. Educate me. Enlighten me.
Okay, Master P was in this. Hey, he was wrestling in WCW with the No Limit Soldiers, and he was in a feud with Kurt Hennig and a bunch of other wrestlers like Barry Windham and the like, and they were like these Texans who hated rap,
Oh, hell no.
and they had a song called, and this is actually real, and you can look this up, called "Rap is Crap."
Oh, God.
And it's the greatest piece of music that's ever been put together. But the hilarious thing is,
Right.
every time Master P and the No Limit Soldiers showed up at WCW, they got booed and they all cheered the West Texas Rednecks. And it's probably because WCW was based in Atlanta. So it's like,
Yeah, that's the joke. Oh, by the way, you know what Romeo's doing nowadays?
what's Romeo doing nowadays?
He's the host of X on the Beach.
What the hell
Oh,
is X?
jeez.
What the hell is X on the Beach?
It's an MTV romantic show where they try getting exes back together, and
Oh,
they're
I
wearing
get it.
very little
Oh,
clothing.
hold on, time out. Woo!
What the hell is that?
That's eugenics.
Oh, now you know what we're talking about. Okay.
Oh, now he gets it. Oh, now you're interested. And he too was on a week's worth of Hollywood Squares episodes.
Oh, that's great.
And episode 21, Daughter Knows Best. Daughter Knows Best.
The spelling, NOSE.
Yeah. Sarah decides to have cosmetic surgery on her nose after comparing herself to the most beautiful girl at school. So she's not comparing herself to herself then?
So wait, is this going to be like a Princess Vespa type of surgery with her nose?
Yes, this is going to be a Princess Vespa type surgery with her nose. I'm like, does Kat Dennings know she's going to grow up to be Kat Dennings?
Nose job? I don't understand. She's already had a nose job. It was a sweet 16 present.
No, it's not what you think. It's much, much worse. If you do not give me the combination to the air shield, Dr. Slotkin will give your daughter back her old nose.
Oh, God.
Where did you get that?
I will say that I said it before and I'll say it again. Does Kat Dennings know she's going to grow up to become Kat Dennings?
No.
Because she's comparing herself to Courtney Peldon. Courtney Peldon is known mostly for voiceover work nowadays. Kat Dennings is in the universe.
That's right.
And
She's
also-
in the universe with her on-screen sister.
Does she know how good she's about to have it? Guess not. And finally, episode 22. Losing it. Oh boy. Sarah plans to have relations with Jared, so he will not forget her over the summer. Matt heads to the woods for a romantic weekend alone with Nina in hopes that he too will have the relations. So everybody's coming back for this episode, but yeah, it's pretty much innocuous in that nobody has relations with anyone. Sorry.
Oh. What a lie.
What a lie indeed.
Oh, no need for the eugenics.
In fact, we have the fail horns. If anything is the opposite of eugenics, it's those. So, aside from being a cleverly written and innocuous, albeit unfunny sitcom, what happened?
Well, what was it on?
It was on the WB. Never mind.
Yeah, you answered your own question there.
It was a sitcom on the WB. It did not stand a chance.
Yeah. So what was this up against?
October 5th, 2001 was a Friday. So it would be up against not a lot for a Friday in 2001. It was on the same night as Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Maybe It's Me, and Reba. Now, the first three shows, well, actually, Sabrina and Reba, those two are never covers. Maybe It's Me, we may cover it. I put on the list just to be on the safe side. Raising Dad was actually the second most popular show on the WB that night. And a 2.7 rating coming out of Reba. So it was a really good fit, at least.
But what was the competition against?
It was up against Thieves on ABC, That's Life on CBS, and Pasadena on Fox, and Dateline on NBC.
So it was up against nothing, basically.
It was up against nothing. The only thing that was hampering it, the only thing that was going against it, was the fact that it was a sitcom of the WB. It did not have a chance, did it?
No.
I have to wonder how it would have done, in the weeks to come. Because, again, it fit outside of Reba like a glove, right?
Yeah.
But as is wont to do, the ratings just go down.
Down, down, down.
Down, 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 down.
There's really wait. There's really not very far you can go down when you're on the WB.
That is true in 2001 and 2002, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And it wasn't a bad show. It was just there,
Yeah.
And there's not much out there to recall it. I mean, there are some episodes out on the YouTube of questionable legality and or quality. But aside from that, no network is streaming it. There's no DVD release. It's just...
Yeah. Which means it was perfect to cover for this month.
Yeah. It is, in every sense of the word, a thing on TV.
Hey, guys.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to play a game of eBay Price is Right?
Oh no.
Do we have a choice?
Yes.
The choice is
Well-
we have to play or we have to play. I think we're going to play.
We're gonna play, Steve.
Good. Let's play the music. You guys are bidding on a Hot Toys MMS575 Avengers Endgame 1/6 scale figure of Captain Marvel. And I'm going to read the description from the seller. One of Marvel's most powerful superheroes, Captain Marvel joins the Avengers as the key to defeat Thanos. Arriving from space, the hero proceeds to completely destroy the warship and attempts to stop Thanos from wielding the Nano Gauntlet with her special power. As seen in the final battle between the superheroes and the Warlord, Sideshow and Hot Toys present Captain Marvel 6-scale collectible figure from the incredible Avengers Endgame collection. Beautifully crafted based on the appearance of Brie Larson as Carol Danvers / Captain Marvel in the movie. The figure features a newly developed head sculpt with a short hairstyle, a specially designed body equipped with LED light-up function on both sides of the forearms, the iconic red and blue costume with the gold star emblem on chest, and sash around the waist in movie-accurate perfection. Multiple energy blasting effect accessories wearable on arms and hands, LED light-up nano gauntlet painted in battle-damaged effects, and a movie-themed dynamic figure stand for a wide range of aerial poses. The new Captain Marvel figure is a sure way to show off your Marvel fandom. Well, I'll show you the box. Hold on, I'll show you the box. The figure's not open, but I got the box. I'll show you the box. Hold on a second.
Show me the box. That's a nice box.
Yes. If I let me see if I can find I've had the figure right here. Hold on a second.
I have to wonder, is that what the figure looks like?
That's the figure.
Okay, that's a nice looking figure.
Yeah.
It's not a Lightning Collection Power Rangers, but it's a nice looking figure.
Okay, Chico, I will start the bidding with you.
I'm just throwing a price out there. $75.
Okay, $75. Mike.
Is this a sold price or is this just an asking price?
This is a buy it now.
$125. $125.
Okay, $125. The price? $300.
Do it for my blood.
I almost was gonna say like $400. I know it would have been over, but
Now the key is the Hot Toys. They make very great premium action figures. They are
I see that.
They are so accurate.
The thing of it is, where's the articulation though? It's just standing there.
That's what they are. That's what they are. They're just like standing.
It's not an action figure. It's a statue.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, you're supposed to admire how lifelike it is.
I do admire how lifelike it is.
It's supposed to be.
think it's $300 lifelike, but I admire it.
Well, Mike won, so
Mike can admire it. Go admire it, Mike.
we're talking about a show where she was 11 years old at the time. No.
I'm talking about the actual figure.
not the show. We're talking about the figure. That's your problem to deal with.
Guys, before this gets really awkward, as if it hasn't gotten there, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. Of course, we're talking about a whole lot of Marvel this month, and it was a thing on TV.com. And we have one more week worth of Marvel stuff to talk about. But before we get into that, just a quick reminder that we're on all the socials, and it was a thing on TV, except for Facebook, because Thanos snapped Mark Zuckerberg out of existence, and now we're at It Was a Thing on TV podcast. So you can look for us there. We are on YouTube, where if you go to our page, do not forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell,
Ding.
so you can stay up to date on all of our future entries. And a new, following us on social media just got so much easier, didn't it, Greg?
Oh yeah, because now we have a link tree. Yeah,
Yep.
everyone's doing the link tree now. So you can go to link tree and you put a period between the TR and the EE / it was a thing on TV, and every social media thing we have is like right there.
Yep. And also, do not forget, we cannot forget our friends at the Place to Be Nation Pop. Of course, special shout out to Johnny C for being the voice this entire month, obviously. But this week, on the Wednesday drop, we have Selfie and Mr. Sterling. So we have Thanos and one of his daughters.
Yes.
So, not awkward at all.
No. But next week, we conclude Marvel Month, but we're doing 3 episodes next week.
We're doing 3 episodes next week. The first 2 will conclude Marvel Month, just in time for the release of Doctor Strange. We have Electro as one of many characters, and we have Iron Man as a not ready for primetime player. And after that, we have an episode that we've been wanting to cover for a long time.
Oh, yes.
And we decided, you know what? We have extra space. Throw it up there. We're going to cover it. But before all of that,
oh, yes,
we have a very special minisode. Greg, what is in the minisode?
Oh, we're going to be talking about Mr. Fuji because it's his birthday coming up. That's right. And we're going to be talking about the greatest thing Mr. Fuji ever did in the WWF. And that will be coming up later this weekend, or if you're listening to this on Place B Nation in a few minutes, right here on It Was a Thing on TV. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you with all those exciting episodes as we conclude Marvel Month here at It Was a Thing on TV. See you soon. Row!
Ma'am, the last resort has arrived.
Whoa, last resort sounds very final. This is Earth's first encounter with alien life. How we respond today will set the tone for diplomatic relations between our worlds for generations.
Diplomatic relations? Is that what the kids are calling it?
You're wrong, Doctor. This isn't S.H.I.E.L.D.'s first alien rodeo.
A beeper? My dad has one. He's a podiatrist. Wait, are you guys calling a podiatrist?
It's done.
Is it happening? Did it happen? What did I miss?